Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's a 5:15 on Tuesday, the 13th of July, and the American CPI number has come and gone. And as you're probably aware, CPI came in significantly above what was expected. And during the course of June, prices increased by 0.9%. The consensus was 0.5%. Last month, prices in May rose 0.6%. But market seems to have bought into the Fed theory that all of this is transitory, so it hasn't done a great deal to markets. So if we have a very quick look at the gold market to start with, the gold market has pushed up a little bit, 1813, and needs to get through these highs. But certainly if there was major inflation, or the market was worried about major inflation, it's only caused the gold price to tick up a few dollars today. So nevertheless, it's still moving in the right way, and still reasonably positive about it. Nevertheless, it really needs to get a move on for us. The platinum price, that's the platinum price. It had a good day yesterday, and trying to get up through these highs, and certainly ticked up after the CPI number. The copper price also ticked up after the CPI number, and one of our UK shares that I was really worried about yesterday, Italia Mining, seems to have found a bottom today with any luck, because if it hadn't have found a bottom, I was going to have to get rid of it. Sometimes it's easy to get stopped out at exactly where you should be buying in, so one has to be careful. I particularly like this platinum price. I like this three-wave pullback, and as you can see, the platinum price, for those of you that took my when to sell course, you see the platinum price has stopped exactly at that 62% retracement after a textbook three-wave, or what I refer to as a Gartley pattern. So let's have a look at VectorVest US, and as we can see, short-term trend, a lot of red, there was, and I can see that the short-term trend is intraday is inched up today as the market has moved up. The Dow is off 40 points, the Nasdaq is strong again, up 57, and the S&P up 4 points. It's really struggled to get up over the last hour or two. So VectorVest does not advocate buying stocks at this time. I presented 4 swing trade opportunities at the VectorVest user group, Monday afternoon webcast yesterday, and I haven't got into any of them because the general market is not reacting in the way that I would like. If we go to the viewers, those are the positions that I'm holding. ANAT, Zoom, and Growth Generation, and Zoom and Growth Generation are well in the money, and ANAT, well, it's still a new position, and the stop loss still hasn't been brought up as yet. Bought into it at the start of last week, somewhere about there. It's up $5 or $6 only, so let's see if it can break through. Clearly overhead resistance here that it needs to get through. We shall see. Numbers are good. Earnings per share is rising. Over the last 3 months, it's gone from $13 to $26, and on the program it's significantly undervalued. So all the fundamentals are saying yes, and if the market can come right, then it looks as if it can move up significantly. The 4 shares that I talked about that I got from the Midas Touch watch list that I haven't bought into yet, Moderna is in there as well, EVC, Logitech, and Arista. And Moderna is the one I particularly like. I know I shouldn't be picking them, but that's Moderna because it's broken out of this big consolidation pattern. It broke out on the 4th attempt, came back and kissed. Earnings per share is rising, significantly undervalued, and if we have a look, get rid of the value so we can see the price action. I like the way it pulled back and it gives a huge outside day. So if the general market does come right, then I'm going to be tempted to buy into that. If the general market had looked reasonable, I would have bought into that already, plus the other three that I talked about there. So if we now have a look at the UK market, and unfortunately we've got three shares that we need to be very careful on here. Sylvania Platinum is down today. There is lots of trouble in South Africa. I think that is probably affecting it at 108 today, and that needs very careful attention over the next couple of days. Folks, I haven't got out of it yet, but if you're feeling nervous, just get out. We can always get back in again if we have to. So let's have a look at those three stocks. And as I keep telling everybody, commodity stocks are difficult. Nobody believes me until they have a go. That's Italia Mining, and yesterday afternoon, if we get rid of volume here, its earnings per share is good, its valuation is good, but the share price has pulled back off this top, and this, I think, would be a great buying opportunity, assuming that the copper price can hang in there. And as you can see, it's sitting on this level here. That level, all coming in about the same place. Certainly, if there's any stops in the system, they'll be under here, under here, under here. And today, it's turned a little bit, and the last time I looked, my son's watching this for me, at it was sitting here at 296. It's turned on the day, so with any luck we're going to see a nice reversal candle there. So I haven't done anything there. I'm watching, but if it should break, folks, down below these lows and close down below those lows, then it's going to go, as simple as that. That's Sylvania Platinum, and again, the fundamentals here are great. And clearly there's lows down here, and I was disappointed that it's broken this low today. So if it closes down underneath these levels, we're going to have to get out. If it turns, we can always get back in here. I'm well in the money here. I'm in from here, but I added along the way, I think here, I added there again. So that third position is not looking so great. And that's Pan-African Resources sitting on the 786 level. As long as it stays above, if we look at the 5-year chart, there's a 62% level. As long as it stays above that 62% level, then I'm going to hold it. So it could even come down here and make a double bottom. So that's my plan. I know I've sweated out gold stocks for a long time, and maybe I should have taken Susan Thornborough's advice and ignored them completely and just stuck to worry-free type stocks, because they've performed incredibly well. Games Workshop pushing up towards that old high. In my book, it's going to push up to that old high now for the 4th attempt, and with any luck it'll break on the 4th attempt. Lion Trust, more legs in it, and this one that we sweated in, this is another one we sweated in a couple of weeks ago, and just there, and we went through exactly the same as what we're going through now on Italia Mining in this stock, just there as it came down and ran these lows. And now it looks as if it's out of trouble again. Earnings per share, look at that, isn't it just wonderful? It's gone from in the last year, gone from 18 pence to 34 pence, and the VectorVest valuation on this one below the price. So Susan wouldn't look at that because it's trading above the VectorVest valuation. I'm happy to look at it as long as the relative value is good. So let's look at the relative value is 1.37. That's saying that although the share is trading above its valuation now, over the next 3 years, there's still lots and lots to come. Relative value is one of the most wonderful indicators, because it looks at the future, whereas in terms of valuation, whereas PE looks at the past. and at 1.37, that's an exceptionally good number. So I'm happy to hold on to that. Susan Thornborough, who runs our London group, she plays a very conservative hand, and she wouldn't look at that stock because it's trading above its valuation now. There's certainly more risk in the stock if it's trading above its valuation. But as long as the RV is good and the RS is good, then it fits my prescription of a worry-free stock. And as you can see, growing earnings at 28%. So out of trouble in that, and I'm hoping that Italia Mining and Sylvania can in fact do exactly the same thing. I'm not going to give these much more rope, folks. I can always get out, I can always get back in again. I think that any of you are listening, if you want to spare yourself this angst, then just forget about mining stocks, especially mining stocks with relative safeties of 0.85. Okay. So I hope that helps. Let's go back to the American market again. That's the intraday market. That's the open. There's another bit of yours truly's rocket science as it broke the 5-minute high. I'm still long of this, and stop losses at entry, but I'm still long of it. I was up 10 points a moment ago. I'm up 6 points now. Big deal. It looks as if this is going to peter out to me. If we look at the daily chart, there's the daily chart pushing up, and quite a quiet day, and certainly that CPI number was a surprise, but for now anyway, the market seems to have bought into the Fed's talk that this inflation is going to go away as soon as the supply disturbances from COVID go away. That's the party line, and every economist in the world seems to be buying into that. So I hope that's helped a little bit, folks. Just remember that in the UK portfolio, if you're holding any mining stocks, then they, I think, need to be managed very carefully in this environment. Just remember that if you're uneasy, get out. If they turn around, you can always get back in again. You know, it's not the end of the world. Thank you. Bye-bye.